a 68 years old woman who had a severe illness called stroke. Now, this woman suffered this illness for 2 years. And somewhere along the line, she passed out. And immediately she passed out, she was taken to heaven to witness something strange and informative. Now, based on the story that this woman has shared, it's quite sad and terrible looking at the things that she passed through. But I want us to focus on what happened to her after her death, when the Spirit of the Lord came for her and took her to heaven to witness something. That is what I want us to pay attention to. A strong warning has been given to her based on what she said. It's actually the final warning that is coming from the Lord, because the clock that was set to run the time of the world has stopped. That clearly means that the time is up and time is finished. Let who have ears must hear this. If you are sleeping or you are in slumber, it is time for you to wake up and get to know that Jesus Christ is finally returning. He is finally coming back. I'm not going to waste much time. I want you to listen to this story, how it occurred, and the things she passed through in witnessing what was shown to her in heaven. Now, before I go ahead to share the story of our dear sister, I want to use a few seconds to let you know this. As you can see the image on the screen, I want you to say a prayer for these women. Okay, these women are in South Africa. They are part of our evangelism ministry in South Africa. And they are really, really doing a great job. God richly bless Sister Beverly and the remaining sisters and mothers who have dedicated their time in going out there to preach the gospel. Now, just yesterday, which happens to be Saturday, these sisters took a voluntary decision to go out there out of their own will to preach the gospel and find our lost brothers and sisters. This is rare. It's hard to find Christian sisters and mothers like this, leaving everything behind, their businesses, everything, to go out there to preach the gospel. And by the grace of God, they were able to talk to a lot of people and they won a lot of souls for God. So please, I want you to bless the sisters wherever you are. Let us say a prayer for them, their family, for doing this great job for the Lord. And I know our God in heaven and our Father in heaven is richly going to bless them. Now, our evangelism team in Nigeria have also completed their 2-day evangelism program in the state of Kaduna, and it was massive. So many souls were won for God. And we keep doing this each and every day to find our lost brothers and sisters before the return of Jesus. So wherever you are, if you want to volunteer to join our evangelism ministry, just feel free to pick up my email address and send in your details. We'll pray with you and add you up to our evangelism team in your country. And then also, if you have Bibles, gospel tracts, or if you have anything to support us, just check the link in the description section of this video to take you to our donation site where you can make a donation to support our missions. And God is richly going to bless you. All right, so please pay attention as I proceed with the reading of our dear sister's story.
Hi, Joseph, and hi to all the Great Miracles Avenue team. I'm going to try my best to tell you this slowly because I'm still not strong yet. But I need to say it. I've kept quiet for a while because I was shy and afraid. And just recently, the Lord convicted me for remaining quiet after all that I saw. I wanted to share this, but I just know why I was afraid to do so. And because of my long-time illness, the people around me and most of my family no longer respect me. I have been sick for 2 years. I almost lost everyone close to me due to my sickness. Even people I had once helped in life no longer valued me because of the stroke I had. But that's not even why I am here. Please help me tell the world, Joseph, please. Don't be quiet. You're still strong. You can talk to more people than me. I am just an old woman. But I saw something real. The year 2025 will not end in 12 months. The clock has stopped. The countdown is done. Let those who have ears hear, and let those who are asleep wake up. I am 68 years old. I had that stroke years ago, and sadly it changed my whole life. I couldn't talk, I couldn't walk. I was trapped in my own body, and every day I just sat there thinking and praying inside. I have no children. When the illness started, I was staying with my younger sister and her family. They loved and cared for me. But after some time, they changed. Things changed. I was no longer cared for anymore. Yes, I became a burden to my sister and her husband. They spent a lot on my medication. It wasn't easy. After everything they did for me, my illnesses never stopped. So at some point, they gave up on me. Nobody could hear what I was thinking, but God could. I prayed every day. Sometimes I would cry in my heart because my mouth couldn't move. I begged God to heal me or take me. I didn't want to live like that anymore. Then it happened earlier this year. I remember it was very early in the morning. My sister said I had fallen down in the house. I don't remember falling. All I remember was darkness at first. I was not in my body anymore, but I saw myself floating. It was like my spirit came out of me. I didn't see my body lying down. I didn't even feel pain. I just felt peace. Then suddenly, three bright creatures came. They looked like men, but they were not men. They were shining like light. I couldn't see their faces clearly, but I knew they were not from this world. I felt no fear. They came and took me by the hand. They didn't speak, but I could understand what they wanted me to do. So I followed them. Joseph. What I saw after that, I can never explain with the right words. The place they took me to, it was so beautiful. Everything was bright in there, but not like the sun. It was light that didn't hurt the eyes. I saw so many different colors. I had never seen these colors on earth before. Not red, not blue, not green, just colors I cannot describe. The air smelled sweet, not like perfume or flowers from the earth. It was different. I could breathe easily, like I had never had a sickness in my life. I felt whole. My arms, my legs, they worked this time. I was walking and speaking like a young girl. I wasn't old anymore. No pain, no weakness. There were trees. Oh, Joseph, the trees looked alive. They were singing, but not with their voices. I could feel them praising God. And there was a river, clear as crystal. I wanted to drink from it, but the angel said no, not yet. Then, after they had allowed me to admire and watch all these beautiful and unimaginable things for a while, they pointed to a path for me. I saw the path. It was slim, and no one used that path. But the angel told me to walk alone. They didn't come with me. I walked by myself. It wasn't scary, but I was wondering why I had to go alone. That's when I saw it. I saw something on the ground. Initially, I didn't know what it was, but when I got closer, there was this old clock, broken into pieces. I mean, really broken. The parts were spread all over the path. The hands of the clock were lying on the ground. The numbers were scattered. I felt so sad seeing it. I bent down and tried to pick up the pieces. I didn't know why I was doing it, but I just felt like I had to fix it. As soon as I touched one of the broken pieces, I heard a loud voice. It was not from a man. It was not from the angels. It came from above, but I didn't see anybody. But the voice filled the whole place. It was like the ground and sky were talking to me. The voice said, "Don't try to fix the clock. Time is finished." I stood still. I couldn't move. Then the voice said again, "The return of Jesus is up. The world will not see the end of the year 2025. Time will stop before then. Go back and warn them. Go back and speak. The time is over. This is my last warning to them." After that, everything faded. I didn't want to leave that place because the angels that were guiding me were so friendly and nice to me. They treated me with so much respect and love. They didn't look at my disability to judge me. But my wish of remaining there was not the wish of God, so I felt myself being pulled back. Like a strong wind was carrying me away. I started feeling pain again. Then I heard people crying and shouting. They thought I was dead. My sister was calling my name. Then I opened my eyes and found myself in a hospital bed. The nurses and my sister thought I was dead. The nurses were checking my body. Then someone said, "She's awake." Another said, "She's moving." Joseph. I could talk again. My mouth was working. I said "Jesus" out loud. That was the first word I spoke in years. Everyone was shocked. They were crying and praising God. I moved my hand. Then I tried to move my leg. I couldn't believe it. I was back. Since that day, I've been getting stronger every day. I still feel pain, but it's not the same pain as before. Now I have hope. I know God will heal the rest. But I didn't want to share this story at first. I look at myself in the mirror and I don't like what I see. My face is not the same. My body still looks weak. I can't go on video or record myself. I don't want people to see me like this. That's why I didn't share this on the internet or on Facebook like others do. I don't want people laughing at me or calling me crazy. I'm not strong enough for that. But I had to tell someone. And I chose you, Joseph. I like the way you receive people's testimonies and vision, and you share them on your channel. Please feel free to ask the Lord about this before sharing. I know you will pray about it and help me spread the message. This world is about to be closed. The time is not much. We are at the edge. That broken clock was the time of this world. It's broken, and heaven says it's not to be fixed. Jesus is coming, Joseph. I saw it. The peace I felt in heaven cannot be explained. But the warning was clear. This is the final stretch. Tell people to repent. Tell people to stop wasting time. Tell people to stop mocking the name of God. I know many won't believe me, but I don't care anymore. My job is to speak. God gave me back my mouth and my body just for this purpose. I know that now. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much for listening to our dear sister's message to the end. I believe you heard everything that was stated in this sister's message. It's sad. It's so sad looking at what she passed through as an old woman of her age, going through this suffering for 2 years. And at some point, God had to show up and take her to heaven. And, I was so much encouraged when I heard the part where after she came back, she noticed she was able to talk, she was able to move and all that. This is a miracle from God. And sincerely, you can never go to heaven and come back still sick. There's no way you can go to heaven and come back still feeling ill and not being able to talk or move. So I believe the Spirit of God touched her and then returned her back to life. Now, the main point of this revelation that this sister gave out is that she noticed that the clock that was running the time of the world has stopped and was broken. There was no time to repair, because as she tried to pick it up to put them together, the voice told her not to do it because it is of no use. Time is completely finished and the world is going to end. 2025 is actually going to, based on what she said, 2025 is not going to end in 12 months. We do not know what exactly that is going to happen and then what exactly that means. So the best thing we can do is to pray to God, seek discernment from Him, and then let us know whether this is true or not. Please, wherever you are, make sure you share the message of God to a dear brother or sister for them to receive salvation, because the time is near. It's going to be so sad that you probably might make it to heaven, but your brother or your sister, your mom, your daughter, or whoever might not be able to make it. Then they're actually going to end up in hell. Let us not wait for such thing to happen. So let us keep spreading the gospel by sharing this video out there for a lot of people to hear the message of God. God bless you and thank you very much.